Anybody a Capricorn in the group? Koi? My daughter is a Capricorn. My mother-in-law is a Capricorn. My dad was a Capricorn. So a lot of Capricorn people around me. And it's fascinating to see their dedication and, their resilience. One second. Yeah. So let's see. How much do you know about Capricorns? What any one quality that you think is associated with Capricorns? The symbol is goat. I think हमारे हिंदी उसमें we call it Makar Rashi, na? Capricorn is Makar. The crocodile. Determination. The South India, there is like an animal called the mountain goat, and that mountain goat in hunt of like khana, it can climb to places that can be like very, very scary for its own life and can lose its life. Okay. So it's interesting to see the determination. So, determination, right? But then, when we think from the animal perspective, or, the depiction that this constellation carries, it is also very much related with the material aspect. So khane ki search mein it goes, over the top on the mountains. So for Capricorns, there are three animals or symbolic with Capricorn. The first one is the goat, and that is at a material level. The second one is crocodile, and third one is unicorn. So when the people were born in this sign, they evolve. That is the path of evolution that they take. So first it is the search of food, that will take you places. That is material success. Jiske piche aap bhagoge. Then the second one is crocodile. Crocodile is, it can live both on land and water. And with crocodile, it's more about the again, the sexual part of it is more, is where the Capricornians spend their energy. So there is, they're emotional and they are creative, highly creative people. But then there is this sacral chakra energy, which is dominant in Capricorn. And then when the energy rises, they can shine like a unicorn. And, with unicorn, it's all about, being one-pointedness and transforming themselves, right? So no more horse, but a unicorn with a single horn. So you have a direction, you have a purpose, and you can move in that direction. So it's a beautiful sign to be born under. And there are a lot of evolved souls that are born in Capricorn, and wonderful qualities that we will invoke for the new moon meditation. So the intention for this session that I want to set, so yesterday we did a pod cutting, so it was releasing and letting go. Today we will add a bit of forgiveness also. So whatever we've done in 2022, right? So we will try to forgive ourselves, basically improve the connection that we have with ourselves. We'll forgive ourselves for all the things that we've not done, that we were supposed to do. So apart from the invocation of the qualities of the zodiac sign of Capricorn, this is what we are going to focus on. Any questions?
अपने यहाँ संक्रांति में बोलते हैं ना, मकर राशि में प्रवेश सूर्य का।
मकर, हाँ, संक्रांति में। तो संक्रांत हमारे यहाँ जिस तरह से चलती है और सन साइन में जैसे चलती है वो थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस होता है राशियों में। तो संक्रांति पूर्णिमा पे पड़ेगी शायद, पूर्णिमा के आसपास पड़ेगी, 14 दिन अब से अगर देखें तो 14 जनवरी ना, हाँ तो आसपास वैसे ही कुछ आसपास ही पड़ेगा। तो फुल मून आई थिंक आफ्टर व्हाट शिवाली, संक्रांति बताइए कब होती है? सुमित आई कैन सी यू नाउ। सो या यू नो थोड़ा सा मुझे अभी इंडियन वाला एस्ट्रोलॉजी पार्ट को मैरी करना है विद दिस, सो नेक्स्ट ईयर इट इज गोइंग टू बी दैट. So this year it was more going deeper into the Alice Bailey teachings and Thorkom Sarai Darya's teaching on the zodiac signs. Next year I would want to bring the Hindu calendar into it and see how we can complete the understanding of the zodiac sign and the full moon and new moon meditation. So there is a lot to learn, and next year again I'll get an opportunity to work on the new moon and full moon meditation, and it makes my learning deeper, right? So thank you Asmita. Maybe if I'm not able to give you the right answer today, forgive me. Next year से मैं prepare होके आऊंगी, just to understand, because it is good to know things. It is really good to know things. बिकॉज अभी हम राशि मानते हैं, जैसे कोई भी हवन वगैरह करना होता है तो राशि नक्षत्र के नाम से हमारे यहाँ होता है. तो वैसे माय डॉटर्स बर्थडे इज ऑन 2nd of January, बट राशि नक्षत्र के हिसाब से उसका जब हमें वो नक्षत्र आया दैट वाज ऑन 18th of December. सो ऑफिशियली बर्थडे राशि के हिसाब से 18th December होना चाहिए था, बट obviously we do it the Christian calendar way, so it is on a particular date. So there is a lot that probably one has to understand when it comes to astrology as a science, basically the Vedic astrology. But yeah, I think all of this, for starters, I think this is good, because again the Vedic astrology becomes complicated because hamara samvat and everything is very different from the Christian calendar. So we are far ahead from the samvat. I think 2023 chal raha hai, Shak Samvat 2023 or something like that.
Mama, fish मर आएगा.
कौन सा वाला?
Tiny fish.
कोई बात नहीं, we'll just say it goodbye. इसकी एक fish चली गई. Okay, so great. So starting from the understanding of the Makar Sankranti is after Purnima. Acha, okay. Makar Sankranti is after Purnima. So Purnima पे हमारा Capricorn तो खत्म हो जाएगा, I guess. It'll officially end 22nd से start, okay. So let's see. नहीं खत्म नहीं होगा. I think 14 days new moon, so 14 days और फिर 14 days और, so 22nd of January पे खत्म होगा. Yeah. Okay, good. So हम मकर राशि में ही चलेंगे even on संक्रांति. मकर संक्रांति होगी वो Capricorn वाला. Okay, so moving to the qualities that we were talking about. So those of you who know about rays, there are 7 rays of you can say 7 rays or 7 virtues. So the constellation of Capricorn basically has these 3 virtues that are dominant: the first ray, third ray, and the 7th ray. Okay, the first ray is of willpower, the second ray is your ray of intelligence, and the third ray is the ray of vision or creativity. 7th ray is of organizational harmony, right? So ये 3 rays dominant होती हैं in Capricorn. So if you want to know more, you can read more about ray 1, ray 3, and ray 7. These are the qualities that are most dominant in the Capricorns, or they are the traits of the Capricorn constellation. Apart from that, there are 5 vices that are, or 5 negative qualities that you have to work if you're born in the Capricorn. Otherwise also, you will be like, they say, एक constellation may we go through like in a year. So we have access to the virtues of that constellation, and also within us, the vices of those constellations get magnetized, right? So both the things happen. So the vices that are connected with Capricorn are, being very hard, emotionally very hard, mentally very hard on yourself. Then second one is, a certain degree of cruelty. So when you're hard, you tend to be cruel at times. You can be mentally cruel, you can be emotionally cruel, or physically cruel. So these are the vices. Then having pride, becoming selfish, and then having an ego. So these are the 5 dominant vices for the constellation of Capricorn that probably you might experience from the new moon time till, the next constellation. You might experience in these 28 days. So when you have that awareness that these can get magnetized within me, so when you're doing your inner reflection, you can, consciously remove or work on these negative qualities. It will help you to overcome these vices. And like I said, because the corresponding qualities are also dominant, like for example, when you are hard, you have to ensure that you are more gentle. Okay, when you are cruel, then you have to ensure that there is kindness and harmlessness in your speech and in your words, right? Similarly, for pride, you have to be humble. For selfishness, you have to practice selflessness. And for ego, you have to understand that all of this is me, right? When you understand that all of this is me, then, and there is no you and there is no me, but we are just one, the ego will settle down, right? So if you consciously become aware of the vices or of the qualities, negative qualities of a particular zodiac sign during the movement from new moon and the following 28 days, it gives you the power of awareness. Okay, and with that awareness, you can handle yourself better, right? So it's like this, that every year there is a destination, or there is a trip that you are taking in the journey of your life. Okay, and when you are putting up the map for that destination, every zodiac sign, that you go through, or that is a milestone in the journey of life for those 365 days. If you know about the qualities associated with those milestones, the terrain that will come, you can ensure that you drive safely, right? Where to speed up, where to slow down. With that awareness, you can take your path in a more mature manner, right? So we have to understand that every year we get these opportunities of becoming a better person, okay? Improving our life by becoming better. There is no other way of making our life good just by becoming better. You can make your life good for yourself. And when you make your life good for yourself, all the people around you benefit from it, right? So that is your primary responsibility, that every year, 2023, 2024, ये सब ऐसे चलता चला जाएगा. But are you improving? Are you becoming a better person with every year that is passing by? Right? So that is That is your soul aim. That is what you're supposed to do. So every time we enter, like, my meditation message comes, a new moon, a new terrain. So, oh, acha, ab ye jo next 28 days are raha hai, I have to drive in a different way. I have to nourish certain virtues within me. I have to let go of certain not so good qualities within me, because this is the time, or this is the milestone that, I have to achieve in my journey, right? So if we follow all these 24 full moon and new moon opportunities that we are given every year, by just being mindful and aware during these time, you will see that slowly and gradually your life will start improving in ways that probably, you might not even fathom at times. So every session when I do, I feel, some people might be thinking, "Arey, ye to पिछले साल भी किया था, अरे ये तो इस साल भी हो रहा है." But ये जो repetition है of the work that you are doing, it's like, peeling of the onion, right? So every year you are working on a different layer of your own self, of your own personality. So it is very different, or it is aligned to a different version of you every time you move from one year to the other. Hi Madhavi, thank you for joining. Okay, so when you're mindful about these qualities that you need to work on, it becomes easy for you to see how. So these energies are released from the constellation onto the planet. Now, people who are aware will be able to see why certain people are behaving in a certain manner. So if you know that the dominant vices of this constellation are, being hard on oneself, being, tendency of being cruel, being selfish, having pride and having ego, then when people show up in your life with those qualities, you are not surprised, or you are not taken back, right? Because somewhere you have that awareness that because we are moving into a certain constellation, everybody is magnetized. So there are weeds and there are seeds. And when I say weeds are the negative qualities. Seeds are the positive qualities associated with that constellation. And the moon energies are like fertilizers. So when the new moon and full moon happen, they are just fertilizing the seeds that are there, the weeds that are there. Depending upon what seeds you have or what weeds you have, those qualities show up within you. And similarly, for every person who is, you're working with, your employees, it could be your family members, your friends, anybody, and they react or respond accordingly. But because you are aware, so it's just like driving, when there is a lot of traffic and people are like moving in every direction, and you know where you have to go and how you can steer through that traffic, you can safely, drive through to your destination. But there would be people who don't know that this is coming. And so for them, it would be a hard time. So you would see them struggling, you would see them, showing who they truly are at that point of time, right? But again, because you have that awareness, you have to use that awareness for kindness. When you know that this can happen and people are reacting and responding because of this, you don't have to get angry on them. You don't have to, lose your temper, but instead have compassion. Be patient and kind. So with awareness comes a lot of responsibility. When you're not aware, you can throw tantrums just the way they are doing, and criticize everything that is happening around you because you don't know what is happening. But with awareness comes responsibility. Once you are aware about why people are reacting in a certain way, or why, things are not working the way you want to, or people are not behaving the way they want to, you know that, okay, probably, this is what is happening. Then you have to have compassion, patience, and you just wait, and maybe you respond to them and you don't react. Right? So this is what is important during the time of the Capricorn new moon. So when you're setting your intentions, also every time, during New Year, you find that the full new moon or ऐसे Capricorn का ही zodiac sign आता है during every transition from from one year to the other year. Now, when we have to set goals, now if I see logically also, if we have to set goals, what do you need? You need a lot of willpower to set goals, right? Then again, the three virtues that are associated with it is willpower, intelligence, and creativity. Okay. Now, if you're aware of these three qualities, you would know that it makes sense to create these goals and start working or planning on the next course of action, right? So it becomes very, very logical. So from Sagittarius was all about finding your purpose. Once you know your purpose during this sun sign of Sagittarius, it is apparent that now you have to create a strategy to be able to pursue your goals, right? Now there are two parts. There is creating goals and then manifesting them, right? There are two different things. So you can create your goals, but for manifestation, you need to work towards them. You need to have good karma balance so that you are able to create the good luck that is required to achieve that goal without much problems, or maybe you stumble upon certain issues. So if you have good luck in your bank account, karma, or in the karmic bank account, it becomes easy for you to achieve those. And again, your goals are basically magnetized by your own personal energy. So whatever goals you are creating, if you're not able to hold a vibration of or the energy of the person who vibes or resonates with those goals, they won't happen. Right? So you become the goal. Right? So for example, it is easier to, so there is this book, I don't know whether it's a book or a quote, but Stuart Wilde, he's written a lot about money and stuff, and again, law of attraction. So he said, to manifest money, you should have some. Now, when you have some money, or when you know that, there are things that you can achieve because you deserve it, or you have the qualities within you, those things are easily magnetized or achieved in your life. But when there is a strong gap between what you think you deserve and what you want, it is difficult for you to manifest them. Clear. Because then it's a need. So most of the time when we are working for money, or when our goals are all about money, but there is an inner lack that you are experiencing, or you very well know that in your bank balance you don't have that kind of money, and then your mind or your energy spirals down to seeing what is not there. But if you have, so for example, when you're creating goals where the gap between what you want and what you have is not too much, it becomes easy for you to manifest it. So whenever you're creating your goals, you create it accordingly. Right? So for 2023, if you're saying you need $1 million, or maybe you need 50 lakhs or a 1 crore package, if you're thinking about that, break it down into smaller goals so that your mind can see that it can, it deserves. So first month, I will do like a 15 lakh. The next month, I'll do a 30 lakh. Right? So similarly, when you incrementally increase it, your sense of deserving that kind of money or that kind of customers, those kind of maybe, house or car, all of that becomes, uh, aligned with your vibration or with the energy that you're holding. So once you understand it's a game of energy and it's a game of vibration, you can start playing it well. Okay, so we will be doing a Vision 2023 program in January. And for that, probably all of you, can start thinking about how you can create your goals so that, they are not very far-fetched. They're not very scary in the sense that, you internally feel that ye to ho nahi payega. You're writing it and you feel it, ye to ho nahi payega. Your mind is saying, no, fooling yourself, right? So start creating them and see how you start feeling while you write those goals. What are the negative, thoughts that come in? What is the gap that you see? Okay, and then how you can divide that goal into sub goals and start creating milestones throughout the year in order to reach there, and showing your mind that this can happen. Okay, and finding ways to see that this is possible. Breaking down the numbers. That's what people do. They create a big goal and then they, over the 12 months, they break it down. Okay, this is my target. Every month I need to do this. Itni sales karenge to wahan tak pahunchenge. If your mind gets that logic, your mind gets that plan, it sinks into the subconscious. It is more believable. It is more workable. Okay. So all of this can be started from the new moon. It's a good time. If you've not done your goal setting, utilize, this night and tomorrow's entire day to just think about your goals. Because like I said, new moon is a wonderful time to just feel the stillness around you. When there is stillness, you can see clearly what is it that you truly want. So just write down, maybe 4 or 5 goals, not many. And then think over it, that how can I achieve them? Okay. Okay, the other thing, so this is all about the constellation of Capricorn and how we can nourish our energies with the virtues that are attached or that are synonymous with the Capricorn. Now, the other thing is, all of this that we are trying to do is great. But it is important to acknowledge all the hard work that we've done in 2022. All the wonderful things that we've achieved in 2022. The hardships that we've gone, the heartaches that have happened, failures that we've gone through, which are responsible for who we are today. We are more experienced because of those instances in our life, right? So it is a good time to just congratulate ourselves or just feel like the nominating yourself for being your best version in 2022 kind of an award, right? It is so important because most of the time when we look back, we try to see what was not achieved or what could have been done better, but we forget to compliment, that we sustained another year. We maybe, went through a lot of hardships. Maybe the progress was not at the pace that we wanted, or maybe it was, right? But all of that requires appreciation and recognition from none other than you yourself. So you have to do that. So today we will be just talking to ourselves and congratulating ourselves for a wonderful 2022, all the achievements that we had thought in 2021, you know. So are you all ready for it? Any questions? So let's see if there are any questions.
Sargam,
Yeah.
I when I joined, it was just by luck that I happened to see the post and I joined. But what you were mentioning when I joined about the Capricorn, this full moon, and that similar incidents also happened just today, with the in the evening, like with some of my students who bolte na ehsan faramosh kind of a thing. But where I felt I was so relaxed, but my staff, everyone, they were also worried. And like I am coming them, even just before I got connected here, I was telling my faculty to just cool down. This is a part of the game. Every time victories ही नहीं आएगी. So उस बच्चे को समझ नहीं रहा वो क्या कर रहा है. So what does this all have to link, और मैं इधर पहुंची and you also started the same thing. And then on top of it, I am a Capricorn.
अभी मैं यही पूछ रही थी, the Capricorn. Ah, interesting. Wow.
मुझे ऐसे हो रहा है, last 5-10 minutes as you are talking, कुछ सूझ ही नहीं रहा था कि what is this? What are you talking? And I went through the same thing, and when I came on here, so I just wanted to understand little bit. Got it? हाँ?
ये हो क्या रहा है?
Yeah, वो क्या रहा है ये? What you said just happened, and you are just talking about it, and then I am Capricorn, so I thought I'll ask you.
Yeah, so it's Sumita. She'll unmute. Unmute. You want to talk something? Okay. मुझे लगा आप कुछ कह रहे हो. Okay. So, I was talking about every constellation has a certain energy, right? So people born under that sign are highly energized by those energies.
Okay.
Right? But others are also impacted. So I was talking about the qualities that are associated and the vices that are associated with the Capricorn energies. So the vices that are associated as being hard, emotionally and mentally, even physically at times. Cruelty. Okay, these are the negative tendencies of this zodiac sign. Being selfish, having pride, having ego. These are the 5 vices that are associated with the energies of Capricorn. Now, the 3 virtues that are associated are, willpower, then intelligence, and creativity. Okay. Now, for these 5 vices, if we are aware that, these are the energies of Capricorn, so all the people on the planet are being somehow magnetized by these energies. Now, people who have more of these vices within them, if these vices are being, broadcasted or sent upon the planet, obviously their weeds will blossom. So you would see more of these qualities in people during the Capricorn time. People becoming more selfish, people becoming more cruel. So what you as a person who is aware about these vices has to do is focus on creating the positive qualities. So when I say being cruel, you have to be extremely gentle. When I talk about, having pride, you have to practice humility. When you talk about being selfish, you have to become a bit selfless and balance out these vices, because now you have the awareness that most of the people are being magnetized with these energies. So you will see more of these qualities. But you don't have to fall into the trap, and you have to practice the opposite of it. So your awareness helps you to respond better to people who are behaving under the energies of these vices. So what you said is very, very, it's all linked up, because like you said, ehsan paramosh, it's selfishness, right? That's what you're saying. So this is the dominant. So people who are selfish at their core will be magnetized by these vices during Capricorn. So you will be able to see more selfish people and the selfishness of others during the time of Capricorn. Now, you being Capricorn, like I said, the evolution of Capricorn, people who are in Capricorn, is, it starts from the goat, it goes to the alligator, and then it moves to the unicorn. And these three animals are symbolic of, the goat is symbolic with, people being heading towards financial and material success. So when they start off, the initial phase would be all about that, because goat, if you've seen the mountain goat, वो खाने के लिए कहाँ चढ़ जाती है, उसे डर भी नहीं लगता. So these people who are born under the sun sign of Capricorn, they will have that tendency, and they can easily get to that. Now the second animal symbolic is the crocodile. Crocodile is somebody who can adapt both land and water. So it is better, or it is a evolved version, or the second phase of a Capricornian, right? So there you will be able to adapt. And the second stage is relationship. It's like, exploring the sexual side of you, your relationships and all. And the third animal that is symbolic with Capricorn is the unicorn, somebody who has a single on or a purpose, who knows that this is my higher purpose and runs with it. And then it is no longer, a normal animal, but it is a unicorn. So it's a beautiful journey for somebody born in this constellation. And as you're evolving and working on these, vices and transmuting them into virtues, you will see that you will evolve very, very fast on this path. Okay. It is also one of the best signs for, initiations. It said that great people are born in Capricorn, So it's a wonderful sign to be born in, because you guys are very self-motivated, very, very self-motivated, and very hardworking, right? So for you, it is, so like I said, willpower, intelligence, and creativity. It is natural to you. Okay, so the more you work on it. For others, who are meditating during this time, we will try to access or harness these energies and benefit for in these 28 days from these energies, because they are also available. So when anybody meditates in a certain constellation, you get access to the qualities of that particular zodiac sign. But because that is the dominant energy on the planet, the weeds will also be visible. So you would see people, having the vices being magnetized by the virtues and the vices of that particular constellation. So you can prepare yourself to, interact better with them. So it's yeah. So these 12 months in a year give you an opportunity to, taste every zodiac sign for 28 days. If you're meditative, if you're receptive, you can get access to those energies. And the idea of, it is said that, all of us are born in a particular zodiac sign at least once, in a lifetime. Her usme constellation mein born hoke, we become whole. So for a human being to become whole, you need to be perfected. And every constellation gives you an opportunity to perfect yourself in those virtues, to a certain degree. So it's an interesting concept. So instead of being born and waiting for the next lifetime, the shorter way is to become meditative and receptive every year to these energies and continuously work on yourself to enhance these qualities. Because when you are aware, you can anchor these qualities within you. You can create a theme for your meditations every month for those particular qualities based on the zodiac that is dominant in that part of the year. Clear?
वाइसेस पे काम करने के बाद क्वालिटी बढ़ जाएगा क्या?
हाँ,
वाइसेस पे यदि काम करेंगे ये 5, तो ये 3 क्वालिटी बढ़ जाएगा क्या? वही एनर्जी शिफ्ट होगी या क्या? नहीं.
See, you're right, Asmita. जब हम आप ये सोचो, जब हम you are right. So basically, when you need willpower किससे आएगा? जब detachment होने लगेगा. When you are able to detach yourself, and how can you detach yourself when you become selfless, right? When you become humble. So all of these 5 qualities, the opposites that I spoke about, being kind, being humble, being selfless, then there was being gentle, and having that universal consciousness, you will be able to develop the 3 qualities of willpower. You will be able to develop intelligence and creativity. Okay.
So how this would help the Capricorns then?
See, like I said, Capricorn may be stages hain. There is a scope of improvement from the goat to the unicorn. Yeah.
ये
Yes,
3 टाइप
understood.
Yeah, Asmita.
ये आपने जो 3 बोले ना, गोट और यूनिकॉर्न वगैरह, उस टाइप के लोग भी अट्रैक्ट होते हैं मेरे ख्याल से. मेरा भी कैप्रिकॉर्न है.
Oh my. उसको मैंने पूछा था, किसी ने बताया नहीं. You're right. The interesting bit is once you are aware, you can start, seeing the unicorns around you, the alligators around you, the goats around you. Yeah. You start, like your awareness basically helps you to focus. Like when I say, एक चलती हुई रोड है, राइट? उसमें से सैकड़ों गाड़ियां जा रही हैं, सैकड़ों आ जा रही हैं. And then I say, look for a Mercedes. Right? What happens? सब filter हो जाएगा. You will be able to see a certain car or a certain color. So this is the quality of the brain. Whatever you become aware of, it becomes easy for you to work on those things. Right? अब जैसे हम energizing the opulence retreat, Doha, March 20 to 23rd. So I'm seeing the possibilities of it happening, कैसे चीजें shift हो रही हैं, कैसे क्या हो रहा है. All of that is because I'm just energizing it with my intent. I see little things, every day in that direction. And I know when, we are together, there's so much that can be done. So अभी दूर रह के अभी हम ये बात कर रहे हैं, 3 दिन साथ में रह के क्या होगा. Right? So it's mind, मतलब वही मैं कह रही हूँ, क्या जिससे बताओ कहेगा यार थोड़ा और पास कहीं सोच लेते, क्यों सोच लेते क्यों सोच लेते, we'll do something bigger. So हर इंसान जो कि अपनी इमेजिनेशन एक्सपैंड करता है, it is because of those people, other people benefit. So, but then, those kind of people have the willpower. They know they deserved it. They know that they can make it happen. And that is why it is happening. Right? So you really have to expand and stretch your imagination and continuously keep working on your deservedness. I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Whether it is whether it's something expensive, whether something, you're thinking about like a trip, all of, jo bhi aapke goals hai. When you start telling yourself you deserve it, and the people around you deserve it, to experience what what is cooking in your mind. So things that are cooking in my mind, I know people, they should experience it. The kind of opulence that I want to create, the kind of things that I want to do, all of that. So it's all about people thinking, imagining, becoming that. And that is why things are possible for other people. You see, and then it is possible. Right? So expand yourself energetically. Expand yourself for receiving it, for giving. You do have to, in order to receive, you have to expand your giving power also. So when I was just thinking about it, people pay for healing, right? So if you say people pay for healing, but basically they are receiving the healing. So they are paying to receive the healing, and it may not be the same. You can pay immensely and not receive. Because healing is not, like a aapne diya liya. A lot of things come into being able or being receptive to receive healing, to receive grace, to receive wisdom, right? So one should start seeing that and expand their capacity to receive wisdom, capacity to receive grace, capacity to receive love, capacity to receive, healing. They are far more important than the capacity to receive money. But क्योंकि एक time होता है जब तक money नहीं होता, we all think that receiving money is actually freedom. But money is still like a one-on-one thing, You can give and take. But healing, grace, wisdom, it's not a one-on. You can't pay in money and receive the same amount. You might even receive a lot, depending upon your capacity to receive it. Da 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 da. This is like an aha moment. Think over it. It is so in 2023, open yourself to receiving the experiences, to receiving, the wisdom, to receiving the love, to receiving the grace, because those are the things that you would, that becomes integrated within your soul. Your wisdom, it goes lifetime to lifetime. Love, the evolution of the heart will go lifetime to lifetime. Money yahan rahega, but uske experience. So the healing also, so just think from that perspective. When you are creating the goals, you have to stretch your capacity to receive in 2023. And as you stretch your capacity to receive, try to find out the ways that you would love to give. Share and contribute, whether it's your knowledge, your wisdom, even, being there for people, your love. And money, of course, is the easiest to give and take. Right? So, to start off with, yes, money could be difficult, but once you have enough, you would feel there is other things that you would probably crave for: love, wisdom, health, well-being, healing, right? So I feel that while we are going to reflect on our journey in 2022, just see how well you could give and how well you could receive in 2022, and what is it that you would like to release and let go in order to step into 2023 to be able to receive more, right? So are we all ready? I forgot. I should have said Christmassy, thoda sa red kar lo. I forgot. भागते हुए मैं meditations कराती हूँ. Sometimes I feel I need to be more prepared. Next year I'm getting an admin to do all of this job, so सब होगा. बहुत पहले और organized. Okay. So just close your eyes and we will get into the meditation. So happy birthday, Madhavi, in advance, and happy birthday, Asmita.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Both. And may you be super successful, super happy, super, super healthy, and do what your heart beats for. And we'll send more blessings during the meditation. Okay? So just close your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your attention slowly to your heart. Be aware of your heart beating or your heartbeat with every inhalation and exhalation that you take. And just transport yourself, teleport yourself to December 2021. Where you're preparing and you're excited for 2022. And slowly and gently open up to the memories of December 2021. Excited. Slowly and gradually, COVID was getting better. There was hope. Earth will survive. There was a sense of gratitude for all the people in our life who survived through the tough times of COVID in 2020. Be aware of all the changes that happened in your life, your spouse working from home, your kids at home, your life a bit unsettled, challenges in business for some. But still there was hope for a 2022 that was coming in and everything would be okay. So just be aware of your journey. Be aware of the things that you did in January of 2022. Also be aware of the person that you were in 2021. And then came the January of 2022. And some fears were overcome because things were getting better. There was hope. There was gratefulness. For some of us, it could be some bad news because some of our relatives were suffering COVID, but it was a minor one. So just be aware of whatever was going in within your family, your circumstances, and how you were handling it in the January of 2021. See that version of yourself and say, I'm proud of you. Really proud of you. Now, slowly and gradually visualize the month in the calendar change to February. The world was celebrating Valentine's Day. The relationships around you, people who needed you, people who realized that you were important. And you realized how important it was to not lose you during the pandemic. And the gratitude you had. You're healthy. And be aware of the version that you were in February, doing the thing that you were supposed to do, or you were not able to do the things that you were supposed to do, but still you gave your best. And just look at that version of you in the February of 2022, growing, evolving day by day to be a better version of yourself. Just say, I'm so proud of you. You're giving time and energy to becoming a better person, a better mother, better wife, a better boss, better mother-in-law maybe, better daughter. And you are doing the best you can do in your capacity to ensure that the people in your life whom you value are safe, are loved, are happy, are healthy. You're doing a great job. Now visualize the calendar turning to the third month of March. And be aware of all the wonderful activities that you accomplished in the month of March. It was the appraisal time for many. Financial year closing for others. The numbers maybe were not as expected, or maybe more than expected, but you were firm and confident. And you were on that journey of being your best version. Doing the thing that you do the best. Growing, evolving every day of the month. Just say, I'm so proud of you, super proud of you, and super proud of the person that you are becoming. Now moving on to the month of April. Just take a deep breath and think of little achievements in every month that you've accomplished, and just integrate the appreciation, the celebration of being able to accomplish these small and big wins in your life, and to move through a month becoming a better version of yourself. And appreciate yourself. See yourself happy and joyous, and just send lots of love and blessings to the person that you were becoming. And then the calendar turned to May. Be aware if you had birthdays in any of that month. Be aware of the sun period for you starting, opportunities coming in, celebrations happening. But more than any celebration happening around you, be aware of the celebration that you do for yourself by being grateful. Just say you're amazing, you're awesome. You can take your name, you can see yourself. And just say you did your best. You were doing your best. And in the journey of life, you are evolving and becoming your best version. And in that version, if you made any mistakes, just say, I forgive you. I release the guilt, the shame of, at times being procrastinator, at times being loud, cruel, mentally, emotionally on myself, at times being moody, having pride. I forgive you. I forgive myself for all that I did that was not aligned with my highest good, but I'm aware. I experienced those emotions. I didn't become them. And that's something to celebrate. And see the calendar turn to June. You are halfway through the year. And for some of us, it could have been that we felt that the year has gone by, we've not done much. There was a sense of rushedness, hurry and worry. Time is moving, not done enough. But I want you all to take a deep breath and just say, I'm always where I'm supposed to be at the right time, at the right place. In the larger schemes of things, there is no hurry. And just take a deep breath and see the calendar turn to July. And the season changes. And there are monsoons in the northern part of India. And just be aware of any wonderful monsoon memory that you have for 2022. The gratitude of being able to enjoy a monsoon as you were supposed to do outside as compared to that in 2020. Just say, I'm so grateful. Things are normalizing. There is future for the planet. And see yourself, you're already halfway through the year. You've grown into a better version of yourself. Every moment, every decision that you've taken is aligned with your highest purpose. This is what you were supposed to do and be. Be aware of all the good that you did, all the zero hunger drives, the donations that you made to charities, the people you supported, the love you shared. the hope you planted in people. To say, I'm amazing. I'm so proud of myself. And now, see the calendar move to August. And the festival season begins with Savan, Tej. And there is happiness in the air. There is joy. And be aware of the festivities that are coming ahead of us in the last year. And the joy of being able to celebrate them with normalcy. Be aware of any ghevar that you ate, or the Savan activities that were celebrated. Just, I'm so grateful to be able to experience, enjoy, and explore the happy side of me, the happy side of life. This is life. This is experience. Also be aware of any person who stood by you. The online sessions that you were attending. The maturity that is dawning upon you without even you realizing. The common sense that has become so common for you, which earlier wasn't, because you evolved and so much this year. Slowly and gently moving on to September. This is the 9th month of the year. Be aware of the Navratris coming in, the 9 days of festivities, and a change in the energy of the country with all the celebrations lying ahead. Happiness, joy, families get together, your work being aligned. I'm so happy and grateful to be able to experience all of this. What a 9 months. And just like in 9 months, we deliver a baby, my personality has been, evolved during these 9 months. And I'm so proud of who I have become. And I accept the whole of it unconditionally. I love myself. Slowly and gently be aware of the calendar moving to October. There is Diwali. There is Dussehra. More festivities, more joy, more happiness, more work that is accomplished. And it starts to feel good. It starts to feel great, actually. And look around for all the joy and happiness around you. And even if there were moments of sadness, or bouts of fight, they were just lessons to help you grow. So just a thank you. Thank you, everyone. Whoever inflicted pain or suffering upon me, I deserved it. I did something wrong. So thank you for neutralizing my karma. I forgive you. I release you. I need to hurry and rush into 2023. So I leave all of it here in October and just release all the people, all the negativity that ever happened in 2022. Because you are here to create 2023 by expanding your receptivity, your receiving power, And you don't want to hold anything that doesn't serve your highest good. See the calendar turn to November. There is more awareness. There is more inner work that you've done. And you understand that your capacity to receive depends on how much you can empty yourself from the lower vibrations, lower emotions. You can release and let go so that your capacity to hold is deep. The capacity to hold is vast. So just mentally say, I release and let go all the painful emotions, all the painful people, experiences, setbacks of 2022 right now. I'm so excited about 2023 that I don't want to take anything that is not aligned with my vibration. So I let loose of you. Let go. Now, take a deep breath. And now see the calendar turning to December 2022. What a run. What an eventful year it has been. And you are at the 12th month of 2022. What a journey of 11 months. You're more wiser, more richer in your experience, more mature. Just say, I'm so proud of myself. These 12 months have so much to give me. I'm super grateful. And be aware of all the wonderful things that you've done in December. The marriages maybe you've attended, the workshops that you've done, the little joys that you've celebrated, having your chai, cozying up in your rajai, taking out those woolen clothes to feel warm and cozy, having that warm cup of tea. Just be grateful, grateful, grateful. Just mentally say, I'm super grateful for the little joys of my life that I forget to acknowledge, that I forget to live at times. I'm super grateful for all the wonderful people who are helping me. My maids, my employees, my subordinates, my family, ensuring that I'm comfortable, ensuring that I'm safe, I'm happy. And most of all, I forget to be grateful about myself for doing the hustle, for waking up till night to attend these sessions, and transforming myself relentlessly. I'm so, so, so proud of myself. And just visualize that you are giving an award of honor to your own self. And you're receiving it with grace. So, the award for the best human of 2022 goes to you. And with that, just see yourself receiving that award and feeling the joy and happiness of being that wonderful human in 2022. With a grateful heart, with a lot of joy and happiness and excitement about all the wonderful things that you've done for 2022. Just feel the joy, happiness, holding that big trophy of the best human of 2022. And that's you. And just say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I deserve it. I truly, truly, truly deserve it. And with that, I want you to all open your eyes with a big, broad smile. Take a deep breath. Okay. I hope the receiving of the Best Human Award was easy for you and you did not judge yourself. Okay. So, this is like a beautiful gratitude practice that I wanted to do with all of you today. And I hope with this, if you scan your receiving power, your heart chakra has expanded, and just say my receiving power, and you just scan before the session and after the session. Tumhari Asmita is the scanning expert. कैसा है अस्मिता, बताइए?
बहुत बहुत बड़ा बढ़ गया,
बहुत बहुत बहुत
बढ़ गया.
Exactly.
4 to 5 times.
अभी अब आपको 10% of my receiving power ऐसे करके स्कैन करो. 10% of your receiving power स्कैन करो आप, या पूरे ग्रुप की 10% receiving power स्कैन करिए अस्मिता.
बढ़ गई.
अगर 10% इतनी आई है तो आप समझ लो कितनी बढ़ गई. आप स्कैन भी नहीं कर पा रहे हो एक्चुअली, है ना? So it, when you let go and release and acknowledge the wonderful person that you are, you all are shining at this point of time, actually, with the joy. It is not easy to be born a human in a family setup and a woman. Okay, you have to really, really appreciate this lifetime that you have chosen to be born as a woman, to be in a family life, and to be able to do what you are doing as an independent woman, maybe financially independent, maybe a wife taking care of all the things in your home. It is not easy, and you need your appreciation and love the most in order to stay going. And on top of it, taking your spiritual growth in your hand by attending these late night sessions, and investing your time and energy. So just value yourself. And with that energy, start writing your goals and preparing for 2023. And we have this recorded, right? So next year when you do the same, you will know the change that and the transformation that has happened. Okay, so I wish all of you a very, very Merry Christmas in advance. Okay, and do send your, so weekend पे let's see 30 क्या था हमारा, तो भूल ही गया. Clear your minds, 30 days ka. Let's see if we are able to manage a session on a weekend, because we've already done 2 sessions abhi. So whatever happens, I will keep you guys informed. Okay, and keep practicing the coherence meditation that we taught you. Cord cutting was good and was heavy. You don't need it for another 2 months. Actually, you don't need it. 2 to 3 months. जरूरत ही नहीं है फिर से करने की. It is so effective. Okay, so वो 2-2.5 घंटे जो किए, it will take care of you for another 2 to 3 months, and maybe beyond. Right? So just focus on the coherence, the gratitude, and writing your goals, and then we'll do a Vision 2023 in January. And prepare for the opulence retreat in March with me in Doha. Okay. So thank you, everyone. Good night and God bless. And I need all of your experiences. I want testimonials. So वो मैं collect करने के लिए I'll connect with you guys. Okay. Happy birthday, Madhavi. Let's just sing a छोटा सा happy birthday for Asmita and Madhavi. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
birthday, dear Asmita. Happy birthday, dear Madhavi.
Thank you.
Enjoy and God bless. Bye, guys.
Bye.